you motherfuckers are just kind of doing this thing. And you got cats, you got cat butts in your face. And it's
speaking of cats,
great.
Like sands through the hourglass, these are All My Cats. All My Cats, sponsored by Gritty Kitty Kitty Litter, because references.
I just did a cover of Savage Garden's Truly, Madly, Deeply.
Oh, you mentioned that.
I must hear it right now. Play it.
You really want me to play it right now?
Absolutely.
It's gross. All right.
I will stand with you in the kitty litter, and I will wash with you in the stream. That was my favorite Savage Garden song ever. Like I felt
the
like
only one.
I felt seen in that song, except I was never in a waterfall nor with, waterfall people. Yeah.
You're going to be both disgusted and ashamed.
I hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world debut.
That's ridiculous. All right,
world debut.
Can you hear that? Do you want the whole thing, or do you just want the snippet?
Whole thing.
All right. Dance party. Let's do some drugs.
Fuck yeah, I'll do drugs about it.
Doesn't this just scream Savage Garden?
It does. Not at all. Yet awesome.
Until the sky. Until the sky. It turned into like a post-apocalyptic "you need to dance because it's the end of the world" song.
Right.
But it's all the lyrics are just Savage Garden.
I was gonna say that fits the Savage Garden name though.
Well, it's the whole it's verbatim lyrics.
Yeah.
Why? Did you spend any time on this at all?
What's that?
Why did you spend any time on this at all?
Because it's funny.
It's very funny, but don't you have a movie to make?
Yeah, but
is this the soundtrack of the movie?
Maybe.
Oh, I'll be an extra. I'll come to Portland. I'll do it.
Well, no, the hope is that somehow we get famous in Lithuania for making that. And then
Ukraine
probably funds
the
everything.
Residuals fund the movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's trickle down.
Well, you got to do the hands up Got to do
The crystal.
Got to
The crystal.
the the Napoleon Dynamite birds.
All over these people's asses.
No, I was at my buddy's house the other day, and I took all of my experience in writing rap music, and he was like, "Can you write me some lyrics to house songs?" And so I wrote 8 songs, and then we
Nice.
scrapped it all to do Savage Garden because that shit's funnier.
That's a good call.
It really
I
is
enjoyed
funnier.
the shit out of that.
Yeah. It's just like it's great because I was just like, oh, I'm like so pumped. I like did all this work. Like, oh wait, no, that's good right there. No, we're
Yeah.
doing that.
Yep.
Bang it. Yep.
Yep. Just
Mm-mm.
nope, throw all this away.
That's the payoff. That
I
makes me
erased
happy.
all the lyrics.
Hey, Ronno, you might want to reset again because we lost Joe Vegas, so we could get like a third set of episodes out of here if you wanted to.
Well, then you know what that means. That means that we would have to do a recap.
I do want to talk about like the idea of like hash and we're resetting this, but hash is like a one dude that we found through this hash does good things, and they're doing it, but like hash has some. Okay, never mind. I'm drunk. Never mind. Cut this. Get it away. But hash has some fucking shit.
That was golden, man.
my side hurts.
What are you talking about? Like hash,
I'm dizzy from
Like,
laughing. I can
found-
fall over and die.
we all like did this nonsense and we rambled over like through the hashes has some shit.
I pray to
Like,
Jesus
let's
that came
get
through
some
on
hash
2
and
tracks.
shit.
I'm actually
Yeah,
crying.
he's so good. Like, let's let this motherfucker like do his thing. Prompt him.
So the recap, I hit the over.
I mean, he sounds like a fucking gangster all the time. I mean, he's perfectly muted. Like, he's a perfectly muted human being.
140
So-
10, Ronno, for the timing on that
Yeah.
recap.
Ron, mute him. Right
Ready
now.
to hit the intro? Ready to redo
mute
this?
him. What am I talking about?
We're not sure
Sorry.
yet.
Freaks and geeks, drinkers, thinkers, ramblers and gamblers,
I
stoners
love you
and pet
motherfuckers
owners.
so much.
Gather around.
Right now,
This is the
I'm
Outsider
having a
Social
moment.
Club, where us
I am
misfits,
just,
miscreants, outcasts get together and ramble, palaver, prattle,
What the fuck is
and get
this
royally
motherfucking
intoxicated
hash?
while we do so. So without further ado,
Yeah.
let's proceed.
One for the party, baby. Puff on the road, drumming, knock back a drink. There's nobody home.
Welcome back to the Outsider Social Club. I'm your master of ceremonies, drinks with Ron. My side hurts. I am literally crying. I've hit all of the overs. And with that, let's go to the godfather of drinks, Troy, Squirrely Dan's older brother. What do you have on tap for us tonight?
Ron, we continue to fight the winter. It's now July 2027, and the snow is still falling. So we're still drinking bourbon lemonades to fight the efforts. But it's getting late, and we're running low on bourbon. So the over-under for tonight's drinks is 1.5. That's right. Drink 2 drinks, and you'll beat the game and have a better time.
I think that's all I got in me, to tell you the truth. With us this time, we've got Hashy, the Hastronaut, Colin, anything you want to call him. Also, we have Yikes Mountain. That's pretty much what we know him by. So, welcome, everyone. Let's continue our drunken
thank you.
shenanigans.
Thank you so much, Ron. I think that I would like to talk about the hash. The
Oh, please
hash
do.
is sitting there, like phased. Like, can we have the hash?
What do you want? We want Hashy.
I want deep shit.
Hashy.
I want some deep shit about what you're thinking about and Godfather 2 or some... Okay, I lost my track on this, but I think there's another Godfather movie, or no, there's something else left here that you can keep talking about, and it's probably a Godfather theme.
There's
but
many
I don't
horses'
know.
heads to cut off. It's fine. We'll get there someday. If we keep
Someday
working.
you will have this. It's another second day Godfather shit with your glasses on, and you look so confused.
I'm drunk.
Okay, well,
What do you guys know about the
You're-
fourth
you're not
Godfather?
drunk because I know you only do smack.
That's true.
Only
I do all
heroin.
No, but what do you guys know about the fourth Godfather that got dropped?
Never saw it.
I've seen none of the Godfathers.
Well, it got canceled. So it was supposed to be a prequel and a sequel
Oh,
told
how
similar
does
to part
that
2.
work?
Well, part 2, if you ever
Flashbacks.
saw it, it's a both a prequel and a sequel. So
Okay.
in the first one, you have Don Corleone, Marlon Brando, and in the second one, you have young Don Corleone and Michael Corleone, Don Corleone's son. So it's both
Okay.
simultaneously prequel and sequel.
Oh,
So this was
gotcha.
supposed to be the same. But it was supposed to have Robert De Niro, Andy Garcia, Talia Shire, and apparently Leo DiCaprio was supposed to play a
From his
young-
Gilbert Grape era, right?
Yeah, Gilbert Grape era.
Wow.
He was supposed to play young Sonny.
Well, you know,
Oh, we lost Yikes.
Where'd he go?
Visual gag on an audio format. Nobody gets the joke.
Are you okay, my brother?
Bless you.
The sneeze got you. I wish we were. I wish we were video.
I mean, you could always make a little GIF out of that, you know.
Right, a fella could do that if he had technology.
GIFing it.
All right, I'm back.
You all right?
I wish I was recording my screen for that moment.
Like I feel like we should do a recap
Wait,
of the fall.
Wait, hold on. I have one question. Before we get back in anything else. Did you come back up with a different hat on?
I did. Have this one on. All right, you guys.
And I love that he knew it too. It wasn't like he accidentally was like, yeah, I was down there. It was like, fuck it, I'm putting on a different one. It couldn't have
Well,
gone worse with this hat.
I mean, there
Let's
are
try it.
moments like that we all care about each other, and this is one of those. So, yes. I mean, Troy has been wearing the same backwards hat for like at least 3 hours. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Troy? Troy, like, take that hair. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I mean,
my
we're
God.
doing a hat thing.
Oh, I'm gonna do drugs about it.
I'm going to do drugs also. Can we all do drugs? Troy,
Well, the key is
you
to
ever
do drugs about it.
Oh my
It's-
God.
I'm doing drugs at the situation. That's
Lordy.
Well, it's only the 3 or 4 of
Lord.
us. Like the,
If I go see Jeebus soon, it'll probably be less fun than this.
yeah,
you like
I-
drinking? Well, sure you do. Now, who the
He
hell?
blew himself
don't?
across the across the screen. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I've got to clip this.
Yeah, dude.
I can get the video. Oh, this is a thing of beauty. Just beauty.
Oh my God.
Ooh, I was like, something's different here. Hold on.
Hoft.
Concussion protocol? No. Oh,
I got the green
new
hat
hat.
on. It's good. It's got the green light.
So can you all hear me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I love you guys so much. Like, I can't imagine like going through this it's oh my God.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Like, you guys are the best. Like, really the best. Like, this is so fun. Like, I can't explain it.
I can't remember the last time I laughed till I cried.
Oh
I
my
fucking
God.
hated that.
You guys make me laugh all the time. Like, it's so good. I don't know how to explain it.
It happens
Thank
less
you
and
so
less
much.
the older you get, man. I'm fucking.
Bless you so much. So great. And I want to smoke more weed and just like, what time is it? It's 9:49.
Yeah. It's still
I wanna
normal hours.
smoke more weed and like just hang out with you guys.
I'm right here.
Well,
I'm doing
I'll
this.
smoke more weed if you're just gonna smoke.
Yeah,
more
you guys
weed.
good?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
Stash
Well,
looks
fuck
like-
it.
One more beer for the
Stash
cereal.
He is like dead. To
All gonna have it again. That's
more drink.
some good business.
Yeah, blue eyes stash. Well, I'm just kind of being the dummy who just is like, I love you guys so much, and I'm going to bed, and I probably might, and it's just hard to feel. I don't know, man. I just, it's so. That's
Normal's
it.
hard when you're struggling with things that are beyond your control. We've all been there, and we're all trying to get there, right? That's what it is. Trying to add normalcy to
Where I'm at.
your life. Yeah.
Fucking A, man.
But
I'll do drugs to that.
We'll see you guys soon.
Later, yikes.
You're ready. Do drugs and go to bed.
I recommend it.
I brought 3 hats over to make the joke happen. Like, that was not fake, right? That sneezing.
No, that was a crash and burn. Yeah. Like,
It was amazing.
like he took it so well that I don't feel bad about clipping it now. So it's like he seemed to be in on it.
Oh, we lost him?
Yeah, he said he was going to bed.
Oh, damn it. I
No,
missed
he said he's taking drugs, then going to bed.
Yeah. Well, same thing. I mean, that's what I'm doing.
But I hurt just like Ron does because he stood up, sneezed, looked at me, blew across the room. He's down.
Did the sneeze take him down? Is that what it was?
The bed shakes, the floor vibrates. He pops up with a green hat on. Oh my god!
Yeah, I need to see that whole sequence again.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, Joe missed this, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, you missed it.
Who wants to explain it to him?
Shall I
Hashy,
try, or do you want to do it, Ron?
who wants to? Yeah, well, all right.
God damn it.
Whoever can.
Goods, you missed it.
I tell you what,
You missed it.
I got like less than 10 minutes probably before fucking shit hits the fan. Who wants to chug a beer? Anybody?
Do a
I
chuggy?
well, I'll pour a drink. And we're in episode 3. Troy set the over under at 2. So
Okay, well, I'm getting one done here, and I got one more, and then I got to
Well
probably
done.
balance. Okay.
Well, along with this, Chug, let's bring you up to speed. You missed the greatest event in the history of the podcast. Yikes, sneezed, got up, walked across the room, sneezed again, and then just fucking
he fell
face
over?
planted. Yeah,
Can I get a
Pulled himself
replay?
across the room.
we got
Is it
video.
Is this
Yes.
recorded on video too?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I need it.
The best part is he got up off the floor
And
with a
logged
different
on.
fucking hat on.
Wait. Wait, I think the best part is that he got up and logged off somehow.
No, he came back and stayed on for a while. We discussed the fall with him.
I'm gonna chug this beer.
All
Cheers,
right,
boys.
let's hammer a drink, fellas. One more drink.
This is the top 10 moment of any podcast ever. Sneezing yourself across the room and reappearing in a new wardrobe.
Yeah, it's amazing.
A wardrobe change, snot blow is fantastic.
He didn't. What? How did he log off?
Oh, after all this, we talked about it, and then he said, I'm going to do drugs and go to bed. And then he logged off.
Specifically, he said, life is really hard right now. I love you guys. Thanks for being kind to me. Also, I'm logging off and doing drugs.
He did say he loved us a lot.
Yes, he
That
did.
was-
He did.
I can't wait for the intro to this one, because isn't he talking through the intro?
Over the whole thing.
It's-
That was
it's
amazing. Yes.
Yes.
So good.
Uh-huh.
It's-
Well, and then
the
when he
recap,
talked
too,
over
yeah.
the recap sound.
Well, Hash, I will say one thing you missed is that as soon as I got on the pod late with Sid and her friend, I don't remember her friend's name. As soon as he saw me, he was pissed. It was immediately like back to Mr. Rogers. He's like he's like muted and talking into it. And he's like, fuck
He
you.
showed up hammered and fired up about Mr. Rogers. It's fine. It had nothing to do with
Was
you.
there hallucinogenics? Because he was flopping letters all night. And if it would have been a bit, it would have been an amazing bit. It was how funny it was.
Oh, it was a bit all right. Just maybe not for him.
What was the last one he said wrong like 3 times?
Nazareth. Try to get in the band Nazareth.
Natharus.
Listen to me.
I saw Natharus.
This looks like not a big deal.
Kitty.
He is a fucking terrorist. Okay.
That's a good kitty. Look at him. He's a good kitty.
He's going to be up at like 3 in the fucking morning terrorizing us. Okay. Sorry. This is Selena.
This is Selena. Selena, this is
Hi, everybody.
All right.
this is Joe. Joe's who I was in Miami with
It's true. The whole time. Wow. Almost the whole time.
almost the whole time.
Except for 4 minutes.
And then Troy, he mutes me. He's the muter.
Oh, the
What he does.
She's been muted. It's honorary,
Yeah. You're
and
in the
then-
club now.
Up here's Rano. Rano's the guy with the voice on the S&M.
I'm a ball gag joke.
Ball gag in the
Or a spreader bar.
spreader bar. That's the one. Yeah. Well, yeah.
We're really sorry that we take him away from things,
I'm sorry, what?
We're really sorry that we take him away from, your lives together.
Life? No, it's totally all right. He has a lot of fun, and I want that for him.
Good.
And he's really irritating too, so I can only stand him for like 2 hours a day, not 24. So you guys have him.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for being a guest. Coming on a pod and shipping in. Your words are proof you are the greatest guest of them all.
I'm just saying.
Great to meet you, Selena. Have a great night.
I'm just saying. He ain't that great. And also, you can have him.
And the show description says thank you for being a guest.
More horse heads in beds.
I didn't know you had that
Ashes in
voice.
beds.
You had that voice in the chamber this whole fucking time?
Right?
Hey, we got Marlon Brando meets Marlon Brando. You know what I mean? How you doing there?
Tom Izzo.
Tom Izzo was legit. By the way, you see Loyola won today?
No.
Sister Jean? Okay.
Fucking Sister Jean won again. So, you guys, anybody listen to that episode? Did anybody listen to it?
The Sister Jean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's going to live to 150.
But she knows she's got an audio file. She got an audio person live tweeting, live dubbing that stuff. That deep, thoughtful, not raspy voice for a 103-year-old is totally fake. You know it was. It's like, well, sweaty balls are good. And also, I've been a nun for
Hold
a
on.
long time.
Sister Jean, I want someone to do some investigative research. Sister Jean is actually like 84, not 103 or whatever.
She's like 70. She's like 42. Yeah.
This is Danny Almonte. This is Danny Almonte all over again.
Right.
You guys remember that?
I am 12 years old.
Deep-faked. We're being deep-faked. This is
Because she was definitely younger than the fucking sod father.
As JFK Jr.
Well, I
President
think
Trump will
that
find out. Don't worry about it.
women live longer. I mean, just I think
Yes, and dumb shits like us.
Hold on. The sod father episode was the best because Mike was like, oh no, his earpiece fell out. Sir.
That
sir.
was
so good.
Do it. Do
Oh
it,
my
sir.
That's what I've said. That's Mike. When Mike's there, it's a different show.
No,
I don't care what anybody says.
So if anyone thinks that they don't like him, it's because they're buying into his bits, and he's just
Right. He sells it that well.
He sells it that well, but like he is really the glue because he can do so much. Like besides produce, like with the Laszlo,
His
interview,
improv.
with the
How could anyone not
Laszlo,
Zaslow.
love
Jesus,
Mike?
get it right, Hash.
How can anyone not love Mike? He's amazing.
who's Laszlo? Zaslow.
It's your character.
The funny thing is I don't.
It's what we do in the shadows.
All right, who wants to chug a half a beer?
Oh, I've been chugging half a beer all night.
Well, I've already hit the over. We've it was 1.5 for this episode.
3 episodes, 3 overs. That's how we do it here.
Fucking A, God
Plus a
damn
brownie
it.
or something there, Hash, huh?
I'm here for possibly
Dab.
a limited amount of time. I got to fucking chug. Okay.
Chug, chug, chug. Yeah.
You see me just leave for the last 25 minutes? Fuck.
Well, I didn't see
Read a
it
story.
fall down. Yeah.
Did you,
1, 2, 3.
Did you sneeze yourself into oblivion? No. Funniest thing ever on a podcast. I swear.
I'll save the other half for a minute from now. I heard John Jones won. You guys see that?
Who?
John Jones, UFC. He won.
Oh no, I didn't watch him.
Submission, first round. Holy fuck.
Sports? I don't really do that. Yeah.
Sports.
Everyone was freaking out because Jake Gyllenhaal got into the ring.
Oh my
and
God. Did you see
It
that
smells
video?
bad too,
loved
the way
it.
I hear it.
Did you see what it's a promo for?
Yeah, the new Roadhouse, right?
I'm like, why is UFC in Road? I just watched Roadhouse the other day. I'm like, how is UFC? I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Why
sorry.
is there a new Roadhouse?
Ash, you brought this up and you did not realize what you were embarking on. I saw the video. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's fucking perfect. He's my number one.
Why is there a new Roadhouse?
No. Is he going to be?
You don't
is he
need to
Swayze?
do that.
He's of course he could do anything.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, what is he going to do? Is he going to be Swayze, or is he going to? Because he could grow out the beard and pepper it and be Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott was probably his age, or even younger. Knowing
Right.
that
Gyllenhaal still looks 32.
he does. He looks. I mean, don't get me wrong. Did you ever see that movie, Velvet? Was it Velvet Buzzsaw?
Yes, I did actually.
No, that was not.
It's
It
so
is.
weird.
It's so weird, but it's so good. I really like
No,
it.
it's not good.
Yep. A tall man comes after a small woman.
Hash,
Is that
how
what
old
it's
are
called?
you? Hash, how
Oh,
old are you?
Buzzsaw, yeah.
30?
It's amazing.
What was that?
How old are you? 30?
34.
34.
God, look amazing. Anyway,
We're an age
10 years from now, you'll realize that Velvet Buzzsaw is not actually good. It's actually really bad.
So I only watched it once, and I don't plan on going back and watching it, but I enjoyed it on the first watch.
All
So
right.
for our listeners at home, Joe Vegas is way more fun in live person than he's on the podcast, because on this podcast, he's fucking pedantic and boring.
How am I being boring right now? Talking about Jake Gyllenhaal.
Bingo.
Okay, here's what we're doing. Number one.
You've been muted.
Number one Jake Gyllenhaal movie. Everyone has to come up with number one Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
I don't have one.
I mean, I'm inclined always to say Donnie Darko, but
Interview with the Vampire.
Have you guys seen Prisoners? Jake Gyllenhaal Prisoners? Amazing.
Pulp Fiction.
No.
well, I don't trust anything that you say because you said 2012 was a good movie, and that
It
was
is a fucking good movie.
okay.
Shawshank
okay.
Redemption.
It's
It's a fucking great movie.
99% of that
Natural Born
movie
Killers.
is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. 1% of that movie is the greatest thing that I've ever seen in cinema. Like, They're just like, oh yeah, we took over Africa. Like, don't worry, the whole world ended except Africa, and white people are just
we just colonized the fuck out of it.
Recolonizing Africa, and that's just the solution. I was like,
act like that wasn't intentional. Okay.
Oh, dude, that's I know it was. And it was just that's the
great,
fucking funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, Hash.
Sorry, Africans.
Hash, you're a movie guy. I got to ask you, did you notice the 2012 Dark Knight thing? So 2012 had like 3 or 4 actors that ended up being in the Dark Knight, right? Like Lau, the Asian guy who stole the money. The chick, the chick that Bruce Wayne brought to dinner, Ballerina.
The blonde gal?
Yeah, she was the main chick. She was the main chick that was with the Russian guy.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then there was another one. So I feel like that's where it's like, okay, you're a little too connected producer-wise. You know what I mean? Like, you took some actors that you liked. You thought we wouldn't notice, but we did notice. Well, although you didn't, I guess.
But did Christopher Nolan work on 2012?
Nah, but they all know each other. I wouldn't be surprised because 2012 is a fucking masterpiece. Okay. Did you see California Fall into the Ocean?
Oh, I mean, there were some cool, like, that stuff was all done well. I give you that. But everything else, the writing.
I defy you to find one piece of writing that was bad.
We need a recap, Ron. Can we get a recap, please?
A recap
of what?
Recap of the movies.
Recap of 2012.
Keep talking, Joe.
I mean, John Cusack.
So, are you saying Prisoners is your favorite Jake Gyllenhaal? Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Prisoners, you say?
Who saw Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal?
I did too. Yeah, I saw that one.
Well, some people appreciate that Jake Gyllenhaal, but I need a better, like, more moral version of Jake Gyllenhaal.
I like Spider-Man
Wolverine.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
He was in Prisoners with Wolverine.
Ron just changed his earphones.
That's better.
Okay, fine, Troy. If I'm so fucking boring on the pod, what do you want to talk about?
Nothing. Well, I was on a podcast 3 hours ago with a guy who sneezed so hard across the room.
That was not 3 hours
It
ago.
fell over. It popped up with a different hat on.
So good.
It's a Zodiac. That's the answer.
Ooh,
Oh, sorry.
solid choice. Isn't that Fincher?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for a book review.
And now, a half-assed podcast exclusive book report corner. Yeehaw!
Super. Is that? He brought his notebook out.
What the hell did he just do? He didn't pee.
I read it.
You read it?
Read it.
I just finished it.
An amazing book. I love The Devil in the White City.
Very good.
The World's Fair, 1918. Edison versus Tesla. First serial killer ever to come through in documented history. He locked his girls in concrete vaults. It's amazing.
You mentioned Tesla. You got me sold.
They don't talk about Tesla nearly enough. They don't talk about a lot of things nearly enough. But it gives you all of the morsels that you can then do research and find out more shit.
And by research, you mean internet reading about each character.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, cursory Google search in preparation for a podcast.
But yeah,
That's how
that
we're
dude,
phrasing that now.
yeah, he killed 9 people, potentially upwards of 200.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
And the weirdest was, imagine I've never been killed, obviously.
Wait, what?
Well done.
Also, imagine being locked in a soft limestone concrete vault,
man,
and trying to get out. And they have evidence of those vaults with like 3 and 4 inch, wide and deep scratches.
Like trying to
lift those things out of there.
Dude, the footprint. They had like a woman's bare footprint, like in a metal vault door. Like, yeah. And then he'd just be listening, like through a pipe.
Yep.
Be like this.
How you doing?
You're a fucking creeper, dude. Yeah. And it just made you realize how easy it was to do
back in the day.
Anything malicious, and how fucked up medicine was. I was just like, it gives you like a real insight into the origins of Western medicine, and you're just like, ugh. It's all like, I don't know about all, but there were definitely serial killers and strange.
Pay me money, I'll make you better. Yeah, has been a thing since 1850 for sure, since the Civil War. Yeah.
Well, and back in the day, they were just like, oh yeah, you could just get a dead body. Like, oh, I'll pay you for dead bodies, no questions asked. Like,
you'll get a shiny new nickel.
I have a bone to pick with dead bodies. And here it is.
Okay,
that's a good pun though.
Today, well, you're welcome. I did it on purpose, and also I'm not your everyday sneezer. I go to the bar to go down to the gas station today to get some beers for the podcast and some food and whatever else, and I'm trying to turn into the gas station, and I get cut off by some Yahoo in a siren. Shows up, parks at the intersection in like a Woody station wagon sedan, and then stops 6 lanes of traffic so a funeral procession can come through with a dead body to go to the cemetery. I'm like, really? Come on. They're in no hurry. They're dead already.
Right.
Why are you people doing this to me?
Seriously.
I got things to buy. So that's a first world problem in America that I'd like to put out there on the table as a problem for us.
Why are we still burying fucking people? What kind
burying me?
What kind of hubris is that shit? No, save and preserve my corpse on the chance that perhaps the Lord comes to revive us all. Like,
and it's like, do you want to be a formaldehyded weird thing? Like when the Lord revives you?
How zombies come back, yeah.
That's a good zombie origin story right there.
Burn my shit up, man. No.
Or, I mean, you could even bury me naturally. You know what I mean? Like, let me, like...
Right.
The way that
in a vault.
Hash, great book to read.
And now, a half-assed podcast exclusive. Book Report. Corner. Yeehaw!
No lie. The Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. It's a book about a woman who wanted to be a mortician, who she was disenfranchised by the American system of burial, and started the American Foundation for Natural Burying. Yeah. Huh. The Smoke Gets in Your Eyes.
Well, that sounds interesting.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's great.
Dowdy?
Who was it?
Caitlin Dowdy?
Yeah.
Found it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good one, huh? It's a good book. When your jowls feel full of water, then they feel full of pus and phlegm. It's okay. At least you can still see the people. And when you sneeze, you get back up with a different hat on.
Also, a different book I read that's even more amazing is the Early Surgeons book, wherein they had it was the diary and medical journal of the first surgeon, one of the first surgeons, pre-ether. And he was the one who developed modern surgical techniques of anesthesia. I can't remember his name. They talked about how in the 1830s, surgeries were literally as fast as you can do them with no anesthesia, so the person didn't die, and you could still save them, right?
Right.
And more than one surgeon died because he cut his own femoral artery or he cut his own wrist trying to get there. So if you had like a thing on your face or a thing on your leg or a thing on your back, they would just attack it as fast as they possibly could.
Right.
And this guy's like,
and get on.
Yeah, he did this like 3 or 4 times, and he's realized, we got to find a way to numb the spinal column. So he started using ether and the ethals that come with all the anesthesia that are modern day surgical opportunities, and it was really amazing too. So, not that I've read any books ever, Hash. Don't get me wrong, I'm illiterate. Yeah. So put that out there.
Can't read.
Troy's illiterate. Bingo.
Bingo.
Also, he sneezes a lot and loses his hat.
Yeah.
Achoo!
That's little kitty.
That's the devil cat.
Shit.
Like sands through the hourglass, these are all my cats.
All My Cats, sponsored by Caramel Liqueur. Because why the hell not?
No, that's not the devil cat. It's a different one.
This is an orange one, right?
2 cats.
Yeah.
My God. 2 devils.
All right, who wants to chug another beer?
I do.
Chucky. All right. I got a half, and then I'm gonna chug one for real.
All right. Super. Shotguns.
One more drink.
What were you guys talking about?
Drugs and cocaine and
You don't do cocaine. You already told us.
damn it.
We Are All on Drugs by Weezer.
No, my favorite song
Good
by
song.
Weezer is The Middle.
The Middle?
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Nobody stumps me on Weezer. What the fuck? That's Jimmy Eat World. Fuck you.
Yeah, it is. But I got you.
Why? Because you said Jimmy Eat World?
Yeah, because I was because I made you look.
Okay, so you were fucking with me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
My
Don't.
favorite Weezer song's Jimmy Eat World, man. It's real,
All right.
Yeah. Counting
Actually-
Blue Cars is my favorite Weezer song. Yeah.
My favorite Weezer song you guys have not heard of, probably. It's called The Greatest Man That's Ever Lived. The Greatest Man Who's Ever.
What album is it on?
Red Album.
What year did the Red Album come out?
I want to say it's like mid 2000s.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
What's this now?
My favorite.
Oh,
Weezer
maybe I
song-
did.
My favorite Weezer song is The Greatest Man Who's Ever Lived.
Oh, okay.
You know that song?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah, you're right. Red
You're
Album.
my,
Yeah.
you're my age from the Midwest.
It's like 2008, somewhere in there.
There we go. What did I say?
My favorite Oasis song is Bittersweet Symphony, you know?
Okay, I see what you're doing now.
So, Sid threw out my favorite Queen song today. Did you hear that? That Queen song was killer.
What
was
what
tight.
is it? Oh, Killer Queen?
No, it's Colossal or whatever it is. What the French word is.
And now, the Outsiders Social Club is going to fast forward 0.01 blood alcohol content into the future.
It's not my fault that my scumbag dad had sex with my mom.
Yeah, that's accurate. Both of those things are accurate.
There we go. Greatest song ever made.
This is Weezer?
Shut up.
Yes, it's Weezer.
The Traveling Wilburys. Do you know who's in this band?
Axl Rose.
Have you ever heard of Tom Petty?
Eddie Vedder.
Have you ever heard of the guy
John Bon Jovi.
Have you ever heard
Steve
of
Van Zandt.
Roy
Steve Van
Orbison?
Zandt and Ringo Starr.
Tom Petty was the afterthought. That's all I got to tell you about this band.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I've heard telltale of this band, and it interests me zero.
Not
had
at all.
one-
Yeah. Nice job.
They had one song.
Oh, they got plenty of songs.
They all died. That's why they had no more songs.
No.
What assholes?
Oh, wait. Are they all
How about
dead?
you stay alive and make more music? What the fuck?
Hey, you know what John Travolta did? He's still staying alive.
Dylan.
That's what he
Dylan's
stayed
the last
alive.
one.
Yeah.
He even made a movie called
Well
Staying
done,
Alive.
Troy, well done. I got it. I picked up on it. You know who died today? Historically?
Oh, what's it? God damn it, Tom Sizemore.
No. Oh, that
Yeah,
was
that was yesterday.
Wow.
Oh,
Did you see my tweet? Amazing.
All my bets on his honor day.
John Candy is today.
oh,
Like
that's
30
right.
years, right?
29.
Yeah.
29.
I
That's
mean, can you imagine if him and Farley had stayed alive, what we could be doing with comedy?
Farley, man. That one burns me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Troy, ready to chug a beer? I'm going to go grab one.
All right, go grab one for me too.
One more drink.
Hey, Troy, that Smoke Gets in Your Eyes book is included with Audible. You get it for free.
It's really, really good.
So I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
Put
you should
that on my
for
list.
sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she goes through the aggressive behavior that the male dominated funeral industry gives her about trying to do things naturally. It's like I was already pro, burn
Woman
me
can
up and
bury a body.
yeah. And she's like, actually, it's legal. And here's where you can do it legally everywhere. And here's how you can do it also everywhere else legally. And also pine boxes or no pine boxes or fire or whatever, because you guys are all scammers. And I don't listen to any of you. So, yeah, but listen to it. It's amazing. We should have a podcast on that. Get her on.
Yeah, it'd be cool to reach out to.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I've been around the block a time or two. I also don't know anything about gambling, so really, this is all I get.
What was that?
I'd read that. Well, it's all right. Floating around in the breeze. Well,
you see the new hat? You see the shit?
Mr. Pants.
You know, there's
Mr.
really
Pants, ladies and gentlemen.
See my pants?
That was disappointing. I tried.
Buddy.
I want to try to get this guy and interview him. His name's Salvador Murguia. I'm obviously butchering the last name.
If you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, well, I can, and then make fun of myself immediately afterward. And
true.
That's the way that I do it.
Well, Sally, he goes by Sally. Salvador.
Is this Sal from Impractical Jokers?
No, this guy wrote a book called Epic Fails, and that's where I got most of my information on the McAfrica for my snack attack thing. I got a bunch of stuff from like little bits online, but they have done a good job at scrubbing everything about the McAfrica. And of course, I had to find it in print at my local library in this book called Epic Fails. And it was a bunch of different things that were just like really bad oversights by companies or publicity fails or, this, that, and the other. The Edsel was on there. Do you guys remember the Edsel?
Quality.
The Zubaz pants were on there.
Oh, yeah. We had a fucking douchebag teacher that wore those unironically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
the
fifth grade teacher. Yeah. Oh,
the was it Microsoft Zune?
Yes.
Whatever it was, like the app. Yeah.
We're going to compete with the iPod.
It was a music player for sure.
Yeah, but it was a cool book called Epic Fails. Some cool stuff, and he's a social psychologist.
Well, luckily, having lived through a lot of that, I can say that I can remember many things. I could be a first person source for most of the resources you guys episodes you all want to talk about. I can probably get there from here.
Right?
Do you remember the McAfrica?
I do.
I don't.
Do you remember the McAsia rap?
I don't remember the McAsia rap because it wasn't in Ohio at the time, but I do remember all the McFreshes and the McLettuces and that sort of thing. So they toned it down in the Midwest to not be so aggressively different. Same mixture though.
Did you ever get McPizza or McSpaghetti?
No.
McSpaghetti, yeah.
No, that was not offered around here.
That was only it was like one of those things that's regional. I'll get Mr. Pants.
Yeah, he's getting all up on it.
Does he want to get high?
I think that's what this is about. Yeah.
Don't we all want to get high?
Buddy, you want to catch one? Yeah, pothead. That's what a pothead looks like.
I hear him purring.
You sure he doesn't look like Mr. Gambler over here on the lower left? How you doing?
Buddy?
I'm on the upper right on my screen.
Oh, well, good for you. You're still handsome either way. No matter what screen you're on, you're still handsome.
Oh, good for you. Troy, give people a recap. What did you think of the Pass Casino?
The Pass Casino?
Did you say a recap?
The Pass Casino in Henderson, Nevada.
Well, I got to tell you that. Although keep playing, I was going to talk over just like.
I got to hit a lighter.
Nothing can play over that.
There we go. That's the right level.
Hey, can I get the lyrics to this?
Well, to give a recap of the Pass Casino in Henderson, Nevada, is much like walking through high school as a graduate. At some point, you look around and like, oh, that room's not so great. That teacher's not so smart. And also, I still kind of dig it here. The best thing about the Pass Casino is if you sit there for 3 hours and drink heavily, the bartenders come back and ask you, are you sure you can drive home? And you assure them that you cannot. and they say, prove to me that you have an Uber. And then you show them your phone and you prove them that you have an Uber because they care about you.
All you do is show them you have a phone.
At the pass, they care about you, not your money.
Oh.
A lovely place. I love the pass.
Not bad, right? They keep
Henderson,
serving
Nevada.
you. They keep serving you no matter what.
Hashtag still drinking. The third time that trip that one friend of mine, a.k.a. Joe Vegas, had to go home when I was still out drinking. 3 times in 1 week.
Here's the funny thing. The second time I had to go home in an Uber when I drove there. The first time I would have had to go home in an Uber, except for Amanda just drove.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, whatever.
There's the lyrics typed in the chat.
Oh, I'm going to click them.
Looking at the overs under. No, I got to internalize that. I like it better when you improvise.
Yeah.
These got to be wrong.
Those cannot be the words. Hold on. This cannot be the words.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
I think it's just about time for a recap.
Ooh, he could do it in person. I think he's better in person.
Oh no, I found my calling. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm croon. It's gonna
Why
penny
hasn't-
droppers.
Why
Michael
haven't
Mack.
Yeti and Streeter hired you?
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't have confidence in my singing.
Well, it's not good, but it's
You should have confidence in it when it shouldn't be real singing.
That's true. That's true. When I'm not trying, I think it's just it's about the performative aspect, and you have
Nailed
little bird motions and the.
I love improvisation. It's funny to wander into some people who like have things to add to the universe, and I'm like just along for the ride. Like, hey, this is great. Oh, also, I have laughed so hard I couldn't breathe the last 4 recording sessions.
I can't believe I missed the fucking.
Oh my God. Good.
I cried.
Joe,
tonight.
you got to see that. We got to put that out there because he's here. Let me reenact it just as the best I can.
It makes it so much worse given what I was going through to fucking miss it.
Yeah. So he's like, he starts sneezing, right? He's like, achoo, 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 achoo. He stands up. He says, it's like, achoo, achoo.
Wait, did he have another hat in his hand or no?
No.
No.
Then he falls down. He comes. Oh, hey, guys. Hey, you guys good? Everybody good?
Like no one would notice.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, we can't get into anything else before we address the elephant in the room. Are you wearing a different hat, sir?
He's just like, yes.
All good for a podcast, by the way.
Well, then I hit the visual gag sounder, so it was.
I didn't even hear it because I was laughing so hard.
That way it makes it fine.
Yeah.
Well.
It's like when your camera froze on that face.
Right. You can't script that shit.
It's like have to freeze that.
Yep.
All right, Hash. Are you ready for my industry-related question?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when was the last time you were in the industry?
Which industry?
Food service industry.
Yesterday.
This last summer.
Okay. It's in play because, so let me just start with this. It was a party of 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. So I feel like tables of like 6 or more already suck.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it's from age 5 to like 70. Okay. So already that sucks too, So my mother is from the era of you order coffee at every meal and you automatically get refills without asking for it because that was the era. And she doesn't understand that that's not the era now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these fucking servers don't understand that you ask them if they want to, or you bring them a refill of coffee. Is that fair to say that we're not in that era anymore, right?
Well, it depends on the establishment. I mean,
Applebee's.
Applebee's should have bottomless coffee.
I would expect that.
Right,
almost,
but they don't necessarily automatically bring back coffee every 12 minutes, right?
No, they should be though. Like that.
All right, okay. This is good. No,
that's bad wait stat. Like, so that can be one of the two things. That can be like no training, lazy person. It could be like if it's a policy that the waiters
could be right.
Then it could be a cost saving policy because the price of coffee has gone up, but they have raised the price of everything.
Okay, so our coffee refills are free, right? Refills.
I mean, depending on unless
black coffee. We're talking black coffee.
If you're at a diner, typically, yeah. But I mean, I could see Applebee's being like, "Oh, it's $4.75 for a cup of coffee," and blah blah blah. Applebee's sucks.
I think it was refills were free, but he just wasn't coming around.
Yeah, that just sounds like a bad waiter.
Okay, okay. So that's good to know. So I gotta ask, how ever since pandemic, how much have they been shit on? Does he have too many tables to handle, or is he just lazy?
More than likely, he probably has too many tables, or they're understaffed.
Okay, so that's my mindset, right?
Yeah,
my mindset is they're understaffed, they're shit on.
For sure,
it's too much, right?
Yeah, it's bad service. That doesn't mean he's a bad waiter. So I'll retract.
Okay. So, but he already wasn't doing the coffee thing.
Okay.
But a couple of us ordered menu or food items that involved ranch on the side, right? It was either a chicken sandwich or something else. And he didn't bring it for any of us. Okay. So on top of the one person asking for more coffee, and us asking for the ranch that we had ordered, another person, so this is a fifth person, something with riblets that he didn't get. I don't order the riblets, so I don't know. So we're talking coffee, 3 ranches, and riblets. Is this a bad waiter, or is this...
Well, how long did it take him to come back and check on that?
He fucked it up a few times, okay? To the point where my uncle finally lost it, which bothered me because I don't like to do that on people who work hard for a living.
Right.
But at this point, and he handled it fine. But I'm just trying to gauge the era we're in. Is it because my general...
The answer is yes, you are the asshole.
My general approach is that handle what comes your way. You know what I mean? Like, if you get service that you didn't like, you deal with it and you move on with your life. You don't. But this seemed to be extraordinarily bad. Extraordinarily. Mm-hmm. So you saying the coffee thing is a standard made me think that he was just bad.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, but then I have to ask, how much of the food part is out of his control?
Well, he has to give he gives ticket to, so he has to take the information in, write down information correctly. So that's first step. Then he has to, I assume it's like a tablet nowadays. So he's probably just typing things into a tablet. And then it's going straight to the kitchen. And then the kitchen has to, supply the stuff, but it's the waiter's job when taking the food to make sure that everything is on make sure that everything's there.
So he is a last second to check.
Yeah.
Now wait. So what if it comes out staggered? Does that make it harder?
That does make it harder, but I mean, you have a ticket that you're crossing stuff out.
Okay.
So like that's the way that you do it. Like, if you're at a restaurant that has courses, so to speak, they have a ticket and they'd be like, okay, well, we know this is on the first course, this is on the second course, but like when you mark it off, typically if you have a good system.
So I'm like a super OCD guy and I've never been in this industry, but as Troy knows, I might be going to this industry given my current work landscape, but
just be a waiter or a bartender.
I do feel like he wasn't. He could have been more, efficient.
Oh,
with the order.
From what I'm hearing from you, that's one thing. Like, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to forget. But I mean,
but at the same time, it's like you ordered it, just eat your fucking food. Like if I ordered it, I don't. If it's not completely perfect, I eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you also should get what you paid for, especially at an like. It's one of those like give and take things. Yeah, I wouldn't make a scene about like a side of ranch dressing, but I definitely would be asking, like, or I might be asking about it depending on the situation or whatever. But one of those things, it's like going to Applebee's. You kind of have to know the service that you're going to get, and part of the reason is that they won't pay their employees very well, and so they don't get good waiters.
Okay, so that's good to know. So. What are the places that pay their people shit? Applebee's, Chili's?
I'm assuming
most chains, right?
I'm assuming most chains, and I'm also assuming that most small restaurants, because most small restaurants will operate under the guise that we're not making enough money, so we can't afford to pay you, and you're working for like a mom and pop or a local business, and so it's fun to be a part of that.
Lies.
And yeah, and more often you're not actually benefiting, you're not getting anything out of it. So that's just a way for them to exploit you, like off of your niceness. And I've been exploited so many times with local businesses for that same thing.
So what do you think is the best place to work for, pay-wise? And before you answer, the best fast food place, service-wise, I hate to say it because of their morals, it's by far Chick-fil-A. They are fast, they are friendly, they never fuck it up.
Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out both. I mean, morals horrible and amazing service.
It's just it's incredible.
I've never eaten them.
Like
In-N-Out is I got paid to go to In-N-Out because I started a burger restaurant, and so they were like, yeah, go to In-N-Out and study the efficiency. And ultimately,
In-N-Out's not fast here though. It's because it's too long every night.
I believe that.
But
how long does it take once you order it to get it?
Yeah, each order passes through faster than anybody else can, regardless of how fast you get it as a customer. That's the thing
that's probably fair.
Yeah.
So next time, brought up a different topic, which is In-N-Out is probably the most overrated burger of all time.
I brought up a new topic, which is I'm smarter than many people, and yes, you're welcome.
Are you?
In-N-Out is the most overrated French fry of all time. Their burger's still good though.
In-N-Out French fry is not overrated. It's just shit.
No, people. There's a lot of people that say it's good. They're like, no, you just got to get it animal style, and it's like, oh, so I just throw some cheese on top of cardboard?
Okay.
Like, no.
So, and send those people to me. Let's just start a brawl. Okay.
All right, dude. We're gonna get our asses kicked for the.
No, we will beat
In-N-Out.
No, we will beat the shit out of them.